Hi all, so we purchased this Bosch Tassimo. It's the MyWay 2 model coffee machine, and I just wanted to do a quick review of it. So we've had it now for around 4 months, and it's been absolutely fantastic. It's worked really well. So the first thing is just to explain to you what the difference between the MyWay is and the MyWay 2, which we've upgraded to. So essentially the only difference is on the water tank at the back. I'll just get that out and show you. You have the option there to put in a filter. So that is a Brita filter. It's the Maxtra filter that you put in. And this has really helped, because the MyWay coffee machine that we had before was constantly getting scaled up, and it was constantly flashing up here every few weeks, actually. Well, maybe just over a month to descale. But now we've had this for 4 months. We haven't descaled this once. And that's all down to having these filters in. So you don't have to have the filter in. You can run this without the filter if you want, so that's no problem. You don't have to have them in. And this tank here, this tank which is clear so you can see what's in it, it holds 1.3 litres. So you get quite a few cups out of each fill. And that just slips on the back like so. And you can see here, the reason we went for this Tassimo is because of its size. It's really compact. We've got it in our bedroom here where we can just make ourselves a coffee. There's lots of pods to choose from. So there's like 50 different drinks you can purchase. And there's loads of different brands. So there's Costa Coffee, Kenko, so many different brands that do this Tassimo pod as well. And we find that these pods are much more cost effective than some of the other brands that you can get as well. Another nice feature with this coffee machine is the fact that if you just leave it now, once you finish making your coffee, it will automatically switch itself off. So that's going to save you power. It's going to save you having to worry about powering this down or switching it off from the socket. So it will just turn off after several minutes of not being used. Okay, so the other great thing about this coffee machine is you can set it how you want it. So you can set the intensity. So you have 3 different levels of intensity there. You can also set the temperature, how hot you want it, and also the size of the cup as well. So speaking of which, so the cups we use is this cup here, which fits nicely in. This cup here, this larger cup or taller cup, won't fit in unless you remove the tray here. So there's 4 different settings that you can have. So you have this position here, number 1. You can then raise the tray up and have it there. That's number 2. You can go up even higher for your smaller cups. That's number 3. And then number 4 is to take it away completely. And then that allows you to have your taller cups in like so. So really useful in terms of cup sizes. And then you can just adjust the amount here on the size of your cup. If you do choose a smaller size and the coffee doesn't fill right up, you can just press the button at the end of where it's dispensed the coffee and the milk, and then it will just add a little bit more into your cup, which is a really nice feature. So you can just top it up if you want to do that. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll put a cappuccino in and I'll show you how that works. Okay, so I'm going to show you how easy it is to use this Tassimo MyWay 2 coffee machine. Really straightforward. So when you purchase the pods, so they will come in a pack like so. So this one is a cappuccino, so it has 8 cups. It will provide 8 cups of cappuccino, but there's actually 16 pods in this pack. So you're going to get 8 milks and 8 espressos or coffees to go in there. So that's how it comes. Or you can buy this as, say, an Americano, which will then have the 16 pods, and that's just coffee with no milk. So you have that option. You can also get hot chocolates. You can get tea. So we have Cadbury's orange chocolate there as well. So all you do in order to use this is just pop the top open, and what you would do is you put one of your pods in. So the milk will go in first if you do have a cappuccino or a latte, and you have barcodes on the actual pod itself, and there's a barcode reader in the coffee machine, so it knows exactly what you're putting in. So with the milk, you just give it a shake, pop it in like so, put the lid down, And then on your display here, you have your temperature setting. So you can set the temperature, so that's hotter, that's cooler, and that's the midpoint there. You can select your cup size. You have 3 different cup sizes, large, medium and small. And then you have your intensity here as well. So naturally we have the milk in at the moment, so I'm not going to have an option for setting the intensity. So I'm going to leave it on the medium cup setting, and then once you have it ready, you just press this center button here. Just one other thing to note is once you have this configured in terms of your temperature, your intensity and your cup size, you can preset them on here. So you have up to 4 presets there that you can use. Okay, so I've got my everything set, so I'm just going to press the button in the middle. Okay, and what you need to do is, as you can see, we're still flashing orange here on the display. We mustn't lift this top up until this goes solid, and that's just to prevent any steam from getting onto your hands. So just wait for that to go solid, which only should take a few more seconds. Okay, now that's gone solid and it's ready now for the coffee capsule. But what I want to show you there is, can you see the red light on? And that just means that I need some more water. So what I'll do is I'll put some more water in and we'll come back. So the only other warning light that you get is this light down the bottom, which is for to indicate that it needs to be descaled. So let me pop some water in there and then we'll put the coffee in. Okay, so I've put some more water into the machine, so I can lift up now. I can remove the milk pod, and what I'll do now is just put the coffee or the espresso pod in, like so, close. And as you can see now, we now have the option to set our intensity level. So when you put this in default, it will default to the mid cup. It will also default to mid temperature, and it will also default to the mid intensity. But as I was saying earlier, you can press on 3 intensity and then adjust the temperature and the cup size and then set it on one of these presets here. So I'm just going to leave it on the default on the middle. I'm going to leave the cup size the same, and then that's it. We're ready to go. So we have a solid orange. So just press. Okay, so what I did there was, because my cup size was too small for my actual cup, what I was able to do before this stopped flashing orange, I was able to press again to get some more coffee out of this particular pod, just to fill my cup up. So what I would do, and what I normally do for this cup, is select the larger cup, and that works out just right. But if you do select smaller and it hasn't filled your cup and you want to fill it, then you can just press this button here before it goes solid orange, and that will just dispense some more coffee into your cup like I showed you there. Okay, so this is the Bosch Tassimo. It's the MyWay 2, which allows you to put the Brita filter in the back. They're available on Amazon. It's a great coffee machine. There's loads of different pods and coffees and teas and chocolates that you can get for this machine. It's very reliable and it's available on Amazon and comes highly recommended.